There we go. I just updated my tier list and I want to go over it with you guys. First, a quick introduction again of the different roles and of the different tiers, actually. Yeah. So we have top tier, what I call good first picks or first bans. Almost no one is ever going to mind you first picking them, and they're flexible enough to work in pretty much any draft, while also being strong. For example, Vala almost always works in a draft, but she's not overpowered, so she doesn't go to top tier. Ragnaros can always work if people draft around it, but even then, there's always Lava Wave to get XP advantage, but he's not strong enough to be top tier. So these, I think, are. My best two healers of this week in 15 September 2020 are Ana and Deckard. Ana, despite being a difficult to play skill shot based healer, still is rocking a 51% win rate based on a third-party website, heroesprofile.com. The stats that they have show her in the upper echelon of healers. She's 5th best, despite being very difficult to play in terms of healing. She's fully skill shot based. That means her numbers are good, her utility is good, her healing is good, and her ult is good, nano boost. Then we've got Deckard. He is the most archetypical healer. He offers really good and reliable healing, and he has a very strong effect, of course, which is the Ruby, the gem empowerment. And he offers safe CC follow-up. Throw the cube, throw the triangle from far away, he's solid. My best tanks of the week are ETC, Mei, Garrosh, and Imperius. My best offlaner is Rexar. Viking is also top tier because he can just give huge XP advantages, and after their rework, they are actually really good at teamfight post level 13 as well with their new Nordic attack squad. My best assassins are Tracer, Chromie, Tassadar, Cassia, and Li Ming. Li Ming is going to have a notably very low win rate, but that's because a lot of people play her wrong, and she is the noob hero pick with AWP builds and glass cannon and so on. A good Li Ming, and I did make this roughly for Masters, though I'm almost Diamond, which is why I need Bad Bunny to coach me, which will be the next segment in a few minutes. Li Ming is good, but mostly Cassia, Tassadar still have really good damage numbers. They've got good wave clear, especially Tassadar. Chromie, artillery mage, does it from afar, huge burst. And Tracer, they gave her self-healing. She has an escape from anything. If you're good, you never die. Good solid damage on the front line, and great at assassinating a backline without any risk to yourself or drawing unnecessary resources from your allies. The next best healers, these four: wave clear, all-roundedness, burst protect, and speed. Great healers. And yeah, you can pretty much see the rest. Notable big changes in my decision making of where they are. I moved D.Va up after the rework. Popular streamer Chris from Europe, he does not believe D.Va or Gazlo are good, but I don't want to fight him in real life, but I will fight him on his opinion. I do think D.Va is good. I think Gazlo and D.Va reworks were pretty okay. I don't think they're overpowered nor underpowered. I think they're pretty good. You must have misunderstood something, says Bad Bunny. I am coaching you to platinum. Okay. Well, whatever it is, it will either be comedy or educational. Orphea, very good win rate, popular and good, but probably can't pick her first because she's quite short range, so there's a number of tanks that can punish her. But yeah, D.Va is here. I moved Gazlo up a bit. I moved Nazeebo down to tier 3 because it takes too long for him to be useful, and even when he is, he's not exactly a powerhouse compared to some other level 20s. Lily went down to tier 3, sad but true. You know, she's still okay if you don't know how to play the healer role, but she's not what you want if and when you do. Daka went down to tier 3, sad but true. Cho'Gall actually doing amazing, but I'm assuming solo queue for this tier list. If it's double queue, Cho'Gall is right up here in top tier for me. Even when countered, they can be incredible. Probius win rate is actually really high, but I'm putting him here anyway because besides a few Probius players, you're better off never playing him. I mean, I honestly believe if you've never played Anduin and you play him 2 games, you've got the hang of him. He's not amazing, but he's fine, and he's an okay healer to pick. But if you have played Probius 10 games, it's not enough to suddenly take him out for a spin. Now, What I also want to talk about in this tier list, which of tier 3 are potentially the most powerful in the hands of, I guess, a competent player. Where can you min-max the best, despite their general, I guess, not very strong power? And I would say probably that would have to be Illidan or Kira, maybe Genji. They're not easy to play, but in the right situation, Illidan and Genji are hyper mobile when played well, and they can be very easy. Well, they can be very survivable. They can be a real win condition. I wouldn't look at Nova and say she's your win condition. She can work, but I think some of these are just a few steps away from being really, really powerful again. Probably Genji. I mean, I pick Genji. I don't think he's actually tier 3. He might actually be tier 2 or even tier 1. I have him here because I forgot to put him up, actually. Because I think he's not that bad. But yeah, not a lot of wave clear. And there are a bunch of counters to him. But I think Gladiator's Medallion actually made him better. But yeah, I think Genji and Kira and Illidan can be really solid. Even Stitches has a small chance, but you must understand when to draft him. Okay, that was the tier list of 15th September. Hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna see whether I can practice what I preach, jump into a game, pick well, and play well. And well, if I make any mistakes, it's gonna be a first. And Bad Bunny will tell me.